Okay, guys, this is just a weekly video that's a bit late. So I'm just checking in with you guys and seeing how the course is going. We should be, if we check our calendar down here, February 27th, which happened to be a snow day for the Hamilton board. We should be working on solving equations right now. So just to take you through some stuff again, the content is where you access everything in the course, and the activity feed here on the front page is where you check for updates, and this side panel here, the news, just posts things every once in a while, like for example today's snow day. Okay, so if we head into the content, on the left hand side is where we find everything, and if we head into unit 1, we are now in A2 here, manipulating expressions and solving equations. So if you're on track for the course, you should be working on the solving equations content, which is this page here. And it ends with a video. So we need to learn how to solve equations, and we need to learn how to solve equations that contain fractions. And the more practice you get with this, the better you'll get at it. And it's going to come in handy, again, just like this whole unit, throughout your whole math career. When you get to the solving equations practice test, there's a practice test on this site where you can find your name in the list and try the practice test. And then there's also a practice test on the deltamath.com website. So you'll need to sign into this. And if you haven't already created a Delta Math account, then you'll need our teacher code to set yourself up. So I'm just going to show you my login info here. This teacher code 736580 is the code you'll need to create a Delta Math account if you haven't done it yet. And those two things are both just for practice. So definitely try as many questions as you can. And then that brings us to the final two things in the unit, which are algebra and exponent problems. So I saw there's a number of groups that are using the discussion board, which is awesome. So just kind of to post, some people just took the route of, hey, here's my answers. And then some other people in the group commented. I saw a few mistakes were caught. So feel free to just post your answers to the discussion or ask for help if you need anything from your group members. And then you can submit your answers to your problems in the Dropbox. And you can hand in one for every single person in the group, or you can collaborate as a group and hand in one per group, whatever is easiest for you. I know that group work's a bit challenging in an online course, but we'll see how it goes. And then finally, the Unit 1 Algebra test is our final assignment. And for all quizzes, you need to make sure that you have enough time to finish it. So once you start the quiz, once you click this blue button, Start Quiz, your time starts and you get 75 minutes. Like this time limit. And then if you don't finish it in those 75 minutes, it just automatically, well, it doesn't let you add anything to it. So you have to submit it regardless of if you're done or not. So make sure when you start your quiz that you have 75 minutes to complete it. Okay, just one more thing in the weekly update for this week. It's the checklists. Okay, just kidding. Two more things. The virtual classroom first. So we were supposed to have one today, but with the snow day, I didn't do it. So unfortunately, the virtual classroom that was scheduled for today did not happen. So if you tried to enter the class, that's why it didn't work. I'm sorry about that. So I will reschedule it. Tomorrow I'm on a class trip, so I can't do it tomorrow, and then Friday's a PD day. So perhaps I'll be able to schedule it for Monday next week, or I'll see if there's any time during the PD day. But I'll let you know. And if you guys have any requests for a virtual classroom, if you're like, oh, can you please do a session on this? Just send me an email if you want to request it. Okay, so the other thing I wanted to show you is the checklists. So if you click on the yellow box here that says checklists, and then you find the Unit 1 checklist. I had a number of people ask me, hey, it's not checking off things when I finish them. And that's totally normal. It's because you have to check them off yourself. So see these little check boxes? You have to actually check them yourself when you complete it. And then somebody else was asking me, well, there's nothing to complete. It's just reading a content page. And that is true. So some of them are just purely content, which I wrote evaluating expressions with exponents content. So if it says content, it's just, did you read it? Yep. So then you can check it off. Or did you do the practice test? Yep. So then check it off. And if it says you're overdue because it was due Wednesday, February 13th, that's fine. You could still check it off. You still did it. And the due dates aren't super set in stone. They're just there to keep you on track so that you finish the course in time. So the checklists are just for you so that you can make sure that you finished everything in the unit. I think that's it. Just another reminder about emails. The best way to email is through this link right here, this icon. And my email's in the class list. You can find it, or I don't know, it must be it's in the content section too, under the teacher information. But if you're a Hamilton student, you can just type in my name to get my email, Laura Schmidt. It's right here. Or if you're out of board, my email is lschmidt@hwdsb.on.ca. I'm just saying this again because some people are still having trouble accessing email. So if you're one of those people, just keep in touch with me and we'll get it figured out. Yeah, and if you guys have any questions, feel free to email. And good luck with the rest of the week.